Quantum Sales and the Melgus 24 class have come up with an incredible idea. It's called Pimp Your Ride. It's kind of taken off the old TV show that they did with cars. Petey Crawford is here to talk about it. He is the chairman of the Melgus 24 Worlds. Let's first and all say that the Worlds are going to be held when and where?
Late November, early December, Miami, at the Miami Yacht Club this year.
And you're expecting roughly how many entries?
Right now we have 106. We're going for 130 to make it the largest Worlds of record.
Now, talk a little bit about the Pimp My Ride program and kind of the concept behind it. Basically, what you're trying to, you're telling me that you're trying to show people that an older boat can be successful. Kind of talk about the Pimp My Ride program.
Yeah, so it's to show people that their old boats can be competitive on the line, because we know there's a lot of old boats out there that might not want to, or they not feel comfortable going to a world championship because they don't think that they're going to be fast enough or whatnot. So we got a lot of industry partners together. Quantum's our lead sponsor. To sponsor and give us a bunch of upgrades. So we have Melgus involved, Quantum's giving a full set of sales. So lots of sponsors available, 35 grand's worth of upgrades, and the only thing you have to do is enter and pay the registration fee for the Worlds. So there's no extra anything. If you're going to the Worlds anyway and you have an old boat, you're already qualified. Just all you got to do is pay by tonight at 12 p.m.
Right,
or
so
a.m.
Let's emphasize that. You have to pay your entry fee by tonight at midnight, and there's going to be a drawing for the Pimp My Ride program. When will the drawing be held?
Drawing will be Friday at the end of awards at this event. During the Melgus 24 portion of the final awards.
So now let's talk a little bit about, when you talk about $35,000 of upgrades, number one, how you're going to determine what upgrades are necessary, and then who are some of the folks that are going to be doing the upgrades?
Well, once we pick the drawing or pick the winner, we're going to go evaluate the boat and see what it needs. Obviously, we can't put new keels on and do everything to the boat, but we're starting full set of sales and a consultation with Chris Rass, world champion, and Scott Nixon at the Worlds. We have Harkin giving us all new hardware for the boat. Every little piece of Harkin hardware will be replaced.
Okay.
Melgus is kind of the only unknown because we don't know exactly what's going to be wrong with the boat. But I'm imagining like gudgeons, if they don't have the stanchion upgrades, lifelines, shrouds, any sort of spreaders or anything like that, Delrons for the keel, stuff like that. New England Ropes giving a full rope package. We have a Raptor deck going on for the soft deck. And we have Elevation Sailing is doing the logistics, towing the boat around, and they'll tow the boat to the Worlds for you.
Wow, that is awesome. You mentioned George Pete as well.
Yeah, George Pete, who's been in the class forever, and he's going to be doing a lot of the work. Brian Torsen at Torsen Marine is going to be doing a lot of the work. Obviously, Melgus is going to be doing a lot of the work, and we're going to stop at every vendor. Realistically, we don't have to go out to Seattle, just to put the Raptor deck on, but we will work with every vendor to get them some airtime. We're going to film every episode of the upgrade and release it like every 2 weeks, kind of like it was the MTV show.
Right. Well, this really is an incredible idea, and I think it should be noted that the winner obviously is they're going to get a great upgrade, but other people can learn from what's going to happen as you work with the winner to improve their boat, and folks can learn things that they can do to upgrade their boat. Wouldn't you think that that's kind of the key here? It's not just going to be one person that benefits.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to show everybody that your boat can be competitive with a little bit of love, a little bit of dough. You're not going to be totally out of it just because you have an older boat.
Right.
And I think I talked to one of the guys last night. He doesn't need a whole lot, but he's really interested in it. And if he doesn't need something, we can bump that down to someone else further down the line, or roll it over into like a Pimp My Ride, like light version later on in the summer.
Right.
If they don't need something, obviously we're not going to give it to them. And most of the guys that we've talked to are like, welcome to like spread it down to like whoever gets picked second or third or fourth.
Right. So typically, I mean, how old are some Melgus 24s? And I mean, when you go to a Worlds, what's the oldest boat you've ever seen?
I mean, we got a couple on the list right now that are single digits.
Really?
So yeah. So there's, they're competitive. I mean, there's a couple of the things that they needed to do as far as structurally over the years, but and the big thing is like the rudder gudgeons.
Okay.
Because the older boats, that tends to soften up a little bit. So
right.
I mean, but we're just going to show everybody what you can do and what to look for.
Right. I think it's a genius idea. Melgus 24 owners, you really need to get involved with this. And if you don't win, still watch the show as it's produced, because it's going to be very informative. Petey, thank you very much.
Not a problem. And I want to thank Quantum, Harkin, mainly Quantum. They're the ones giving up a full set of sales and a consultation with the world champion. You don't get that very often. So
that is huge.
I hope everybody enters by tonight. I'm going to email you all. Let's get in on this.
Thanks, Petey.